Hello everyone, just testing that you can hear me and see me. You can just let me know in the comments. Hello Carol and Ryan. Ryan, thank you so much for letting me know that you can hear and see me. I'm going to give it about a minute or so just while everybody joins in. So yeah, we'll get started soon. I see Kathy's joining us here today, and Ryan and Carol have already said hi to you. Gail, Cass is also in the building today. Desejo, Happiness, Mari. We have a lot of awesome people saying hi in the comments. That is so awesome. If there's anybody here that doesn't have a Cricut machine, you are welcome to shout out and let us know that you are checking it out and getting into the whole Cricut thing. And yeah, if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to pop them in the chat, whether you're a new member or an old member and I'm just doing something you maybe not quite 100% understanding, whether I get back to you or one of our awesome admin team get back to you, please don't feel afraid to ask, because no question is a silly question. I think quite a lot of us have jumped in, so without wasting too much time, I am going to get started. So those of you who don't know, my name is Sarah and I'm a Cricut ambassador. I am super excited to host this class today. We're all about business packaging. I've seen some gorgeous projects already with our business challenge that we've got going on. So if you've got anything that you've made as a small business or anything that can inspire someone that is having or considering a small business, please share it for the challenge. You never know if you might win, or better yet, you never know if you might inspire someone. A big shout out to Cricut and Logitech for putting this all together and sponsoring the video. Without them, this just would be possible. And just having a safe space to share and to learn together, it wouldn't be able to happen. So I'm very excited to get started with this class today. So these are what we're going to be making. It's bookmark packaging. And I've done two different styles. So we've got the print and cut style and we've got the writing style. I wanted to include this because some people don't necessarily have a printer, but they still want to make gorgeous packaging. And this is just to show you that it is possible with or without a printer. And for some people, they really like this writable style because it makes it seem a little bit more handmade and unique. So I'm very excited to show you guys how to do these today. So I'm going to take you to Design Space. This is the project that I was already working on. I just wanted you to be able to see it and see where I've come from, but I'm going to go from scratch so you can see exactly how you would design this yourself. So we're going to go ahead to shapes. You can now decide for yourself what type of shape you want. You can either go for something rectangular, or you can be different, have a circle, a square, whatever you'd like, and it obviously depends on what you're packaging. We are wanting space for both a bookmark and a pen today. So I love this shape here. According to Design Space, it's called a pennant. Right, learning new things here. So I've got this shape and I'm turning it around. I worked out during the week that the perfect size for me is about 20 centimeters high. 20 centimeters. Where are we? 20. Cool. All right. So, and then I did make it a little bit skinnier, right? So it's 20 centimeters by about 11 centimeters. But remember, like I said, it's either going to be bigger or smaller depending on what you want to put on your project. We're going to start with the writable one. So I just made it yellow just so it was all easier to see. Obviously, it depends on what color cardboard you're going to use. You might use brown, which I'm using today because I think it looks really nice and authentic, but you can do different colors. So we've got our pennant there. And then what I did is I wanted to make a little bit of a, like an outline vibe. So I duplicated it and I made it a little bit smaller. Right, there we go. And then I went here to basic cut and I changed it from a basic cut to a pen. That is going to be the secret tool when we're working with our pen stuff here. So all it is a simple little border. And then what I did was I actually uploaded my logo. So you can see I love print and cut if you look at all my upload stuff. So here's my logo and you'll see that when I uploaded it, it was a solid image. But again, we use our tools and change it to pen. And now it's going to know to draw this logo for me. If you want to be a little bit different, you could always do a vinyl sticker of your logo, but that is completely up to you. Alright, so there's my little logo. Fantastic. And then I'm going to pause now on the drawing stuff and we're going to go check out how to do the little lines on our cardboard to put the bookmark in. So what I did, and this is going to chop and change depending on what you're putting inside, but because I'm putting a bookmark, I actually went here to images and I typed in bookmark. Okay, and then I put this one because this is the most similar to the bookmark that I got. You could have a rectangle one, you could have a round one, what so have you. And then I took my blank bookmark and I actually measured the size of it. So it is about 14.5 centimeters high and 4 centimeters wide. So 14, see it's actually almost there. 4 centimeters wide, 14.5, and about 4.5. Okay, cool. So that's what our bookmark looks like. And I'm going to pop it right over here. This just gives me a good idea of what the bookmark's going to actually look like and how it's going to fit. So then we can go to our shapes and we put the line that's right there. Here is something really important that you need to take note of. Oh, let me just bring it down here. Okay, so if I zoom in, I don't know if you can see nicely, but it's actually a dotted line. If you go here to our score button, that's what type of cut it's doing. That's going to do a score. So if you don't change this, NB very important, it's going to score and it's not going to cut. So you need to make sure that you have the correct setting. And for that, we want it to be a basic cut. Alright. Then we're going to rotate that and we're going to place it over our bookmark. I think a good estimate, I had mine at about 4.4 centimeters. But there we go. You want to make sure that it goes far out enough. Yeah, that's the right word. Far out enough, because if it's too small, your bookmark is just not going to sit in there comfortably. And you do have to consider that there is height in the bookmark. So I think that should be fine. Here's our line. I'm actually going to take a pause here and I'm going to disappear these from my screen because I don't want to see them right now. Okay. All right. Okay, I've got my bookmark there. Was this 4 or was it 4.5? I'm going to double check. That is why it's too big. It's 4, not 4.5. Okay, that's how big our bookmark is. So we can actually make this line a little bit smaller. Cool bananas. Much better. And we're going to add 2 lines. Cool. There we go. And now I've decided I wanted to add a pen into my packaging. So I'm going to group both of these, not group both of the lines, grab both of the lines and duplicate them and put them here for my pen. So I worked out that the pen should be about 1.7 centimeters wide. Oh, a little bit bigger. There we go. Awesome. So that is that done. But now we don't know for sure that I've got these lines in perfect alignment. So I'm going to grab both of the lines And then I'm going to go to this align button here, and we're gonna go horizontal. I actually got them pretty much right. And then the other ones too, we're gonna align and we're gonna go horizontal. All right, that is the basics of the bookmark done. But what I want to add at the bottom, just to add some personal touch, I'm gonna make that bookmark disappear, is some extra writing. It's very cute and it's very simple, but what I want to do is I want to add a text, and it's going to say thank you for your order. Okay, I find that there's nothing better than making something that is personal and special to your customers, and just knowing that you're grateful for their order. I think it makes a big difference. It's small things like this that set a small business apart, just special packaging and just something unique. You can, I suppose, go a step further if you have the time on your hands to put their name on your packaging, if you really want to be extra. All right, then we're going to go here to images, and we're going to see what they have that says maybe handmade, if they've got a nice image for us. Oh, I love that. Okay, there's some really cute things here. Handmade just for you. I feel like my logo is a circle, so I don't think I'm going to do a circle, but oh goodness, I love this heart, handmade with love. Let's see what it looks like, because I think it's quite gorgeous. All right. Make it smaller. And then let's see, because we are doing this with pen, so is it going to look nice with pen? Oh, actually, I love that. Okay. And I mean, we actually don't need these bookmark lines too close together. Maybe put them a bit further away so we can have space for this cute handmade with love. Where are we? Here we go. Oh, that is so precious. I love Design Space. So I'm using Design Space Access at the moment. I love Design Space Access because these things are available to us. So just to be getting distracted now, but I do have to show you. If you see this little A here, it says included with subscription, and you have some gorgeous images that are included in your subscription. Luckily, this one that we've got here is actually for just your normal Cricut Design Space, but there's so many gorgeous things that are included in that access package, and it's only 99 rand a month, and I just feel like it is so worth it. Okay, I'm pretty much happy with that. Then what you need to do, let's just make this a little bit smaller. Cool. In order for your machine to know that this is all going to sort of go in the same space, we are going to attach it. Attach. All right, so now when we cut, your machine is going to know that it's all together. We are going to do some simultaneous things here. We're actually going to go and duplicate this that we've already done. Really, all I need is the shape, but we're gonna change it up to fit our print and cut settings. So I'm gonna detach that, and for this one I don't want that, and I'm gonna change this logo. I don't want the circle around it, and yeah, I want pretty much that. So what I want to do here for the logo, oh, see, it doesn't want to grab my logo. There we go. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to basic. Actually, let's do print and cut. Oh, now it's made it yellow. That's not going to help us. Let's make it white. All right. And then I would like to do it a pink. I love this pink. So if you're doing print and cut, know that you're not limited to these colors. You can go to advanced and you can actually completely change the color options that you have with this little rainbow scrolly majiggy thingy. And you can choose any variations of pink. I love pink. All right, but I'm going to stick to this one. I worked hard at finding it and I think it's beautiful. And then we're going to change this to also print and cut. Oh no, let's not do that. Not just yet. Because we're going to flatten that. Let's make it white though, because I think the white will stand out a little bit better. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Regular. There we go. Actually, I didn't even play around with fonts for once in my life. I love to play with fonts, but I'm actually happy with this font. That's cute. Okay, I'm happy. We are doing the white colors here, and then I want to change it up a little bit. So I'm going to move the logo here, and it is all about simplicity here. So I'm going to go and do daisies. I love daisies. So you'll even see the bookmark that I made for the mock-up was daisies. I love me a daisy. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, boop. So cute. I don't know what it is. There's just something about it that makes my heart happy. Okay, so, and then we're going to duplicate it. There we go. I think that looks so cute, so simple, nothing too hectic, and I'm very happy. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select everything that I've done here, and I'm going to exclude the lines, and I'm going to tell you why. So I'm going to go to this panel, and I'm going to just take the lines away. Okay, and I've just got the design, and I'm going to go to this little feature over here. It's called flatten. Okay, now my machine is going to know when it prints, it's going to print that and not cut it. It's not a basic cut, it's a print and cut. Then I'm going to send this to the back because our little lines have disappeared. So to the back, there we go. And I am going to attach it the same as we've done with the other one. Select and attach. We are going to make these, and then we're going to come back to look at the bookmarks. So I hope you're all ready for this journey of making. That's the best part. Although I'll say I could spend hours designing. You must see how many challenges I've designed something for, and then yeah, I didn't actually make it. So one day I'm gonna go through all of my Design Space stuff, and I'm going to just I'm just going to make all the things that I promised myself I was gonna make. Oh, we're at a halt here. What is going on? Cancel. Let's try that again. Are we connected? Yes, we are. Lovely. It seems as though every time there's a live, there is rain. It is currently raining, so I don't know if that is affecting the inability of Design Space to open. It is probably the connection. You know what? We're gonna pause from the making process, and we're gonna make our bookmark, people. That is what we're gonna do. Okay. Where's my bookmark? Where did he go? Ah, there we go. Cool. So let's do a bookmark. So in the mock-up that I did 2 different types of bookmarks. So I'll show you. Oh, now where's the duck? There we go. So I did this one. Don't know if you can see. So this one I actually painted the back with charcoal paint, and then I just did a nice simple textured vinyl. Love textured vinyl. And then this other one I did, like I told you already, I did daisies. I mean, if you're doing it for a business, the chances are you're going to be doing a custom for, you know, someone with their name. That's why I went with this one, but I'm a sucker for daisies. So we've got both options. For this class, I'm going to do something with flowers. I've got some pink vinyl prepared. I don't know why, but pink may or may not be my favorite color. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to design. I like to make it sort of pale. This is really all up to you. It's all about preference. You can even take, instead of doing basic cut, you can actually make it a guide. Boop, like that. But I'm not going to do it. I like color. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go to images. And I'm going to search flower pattern. Boop, pattern. Boop. Let's see what it comes up with. So it's come up with some gorgeous patterns. Some really, really nice things. Oh, that's cute. So many to choose from. I think I'm going to go with something simple, because I said I wanted pink flowers. Although it doesn't matter if it was pink or green, or you know, I could have just changed it. But I love this. Okay, I'm going to look at these 2. I don't know. These are both gorgeous. Let's have a look. Could do it like this. What do we think? Okay. Shanine says she loves the daisies. I don't know if you mean the daisies with the checkered pattern or these pink ones. I'm going to go with the pink ones. Alright, so here's what we're going to do with this bookmark. I want to cover my bookmark with this pattern. But imagine me cutting this entire piece. You know, that would just be a waste. So what we're going to do, adjust this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here is my pattern. And I'm going to go and group both of them, and I'm going to slice. And then check this out. Check that out. Now it does a perfect shape for me. What is going to test this for me is whether or not I measured the bookmark correctly. Because if I didn't, it's going to not fit right. But that's okay. We're just going to wing it. Alright, so that's gorgeous. I love that. We have our two displays. And we're going to do just one bookmark for this class. Alright, we're going to make... Hold thumbs that my connection is going to connect. No? Goodness. Okay, let's try this. We're going to go and we're going to save this. We're going to troubleshoot here, people. Project not saved because I must check my internet. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Okay. Please give me a moment while we solve this technical issue. Okay. Testing that you can all still hear me. Because if the connection is gone, then maybe you're gone. All my friends are gone. Still not connecting. Okay, let's see. We're going to save the project. No, still not saving. Oh, goodness gracious. Project could not be saved. Oh, goodness, guys. What is going on? Thank you all for your patience in this time while we figure out our issues here. Okay. What I am going to do is I'm just going to have to, I might have to just close Design Space, people. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it'll just want to make the one project. What is going on? While I am figuring out this conundrum, I really love to hear from specifically our Joburg people who is coming to Hobby X. Whoop whoop. Hobby X is a good time. I'm incredibly excited about it. Okay. We are going to attempt to copy this and open a new canvas. Are we ready, people? Let's see. Replace. That does mean we're going to lose our progress, but at least it's a design that I've already done. Let's see. Make. We're not going to save this project. Oh, yay! Everybody celebrate with me. Yay! Okay, I need to now go back and flatten and attach. Oh, love when a thing works out. So exciting. Okay. You know, it is not a Thursday live class with Sarah if there is not a little bit of chaos. You know what I was saying? Can't have perfection here. That's just not what we're about. Okay, we're gonna flatten do those things that we've already done and attach. Oh, beautiful days. Okay, on mat, confirm. Okay, lovely. Oh, it's a good day. It's a good day, people. Eyes very happy. Okay, let us continue with this thing. So we're going to start with this. We're going to continue and we are going to send to printer. I don't think you can see my printer settings, but I'm not going to change anything, but I am going to use the system dialog. And no, I'm not going to use the system dialog because I think it'll print fine. But if you want a high quality, if you're printing on glossy paper, you'll have to use system dialog to change that setting. And I'm going to add the bleed and we're going to press print. While that is printing, people, we are going to go ahead and start with this guy. I am using, oh my goodness, I forgot where my cardboard was. It's right in front of my face. Crazy. Okay, I'm using some just cardboard. And then when you look for what it is on the Cricut Design Space, it is called flat cardboard. And I have to show you something. I'm extremely excited about it. What I'm doing with it is kind of boring. But dual-sided markers, people, these are super cool. So, I mean, when I say it's boring, it's not boring. It's Cricut. Nothing's boring. But I am using the black one because, yeah, it's what looks nice on this. But, guys, how cool. This is our marker side for thick stuff, and this is like the pen side for the thin stuff. And guys, if you don't have dual-sided markers, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so get yourself dual-sided markers. I don't know if they're going to be at HobbyX. I don't know. There's going to be cool stuff at HobbyX, so just get there. If you're in Cape Town, there are planes. You can do it. I believe in you. So we are going to, sorry, putting that out of the way. We are now going to make our cardboardy thingies, written things. Sorry, at some point the clock strikes 7:30 and my brain forgets how to work. But anyway, we're gonna pop it on. This is a brand new mat, so I don't need to brayer it. But for those of you who don't know what a brayer is, one of my favorite tools. This is so great for making sure you're not having air bubbles in your vinyl, and you make sure everything's nice and flat on your mat. That rhymed. That was kind of cute. Anyway, get yourself a brayer. My mat is so new that I'm afraid if I brayer it, it's not going to work out for me. And then the cool thing about pens, you can put a pen and a blade in at the same time. I'm using a small side. And then something that in the beginning with pens I did wrong, you need to make sure it goes all the way in until you click. So we're going to pop that in and we're going to boop. And now it's going to do some beautiful stuff. Press play. I think I pressed the wrong printer because my thing didn't print. So once this is over, we'll try print that again. I've got a couple of printers, so I think I confuse myself sometimes with all the different options. Lolly says she really loves the dual-sided markers because they're a great space saver. I can't relate with you more, although sometimes I just buy more markers and pens that I need, which is not great. May or may not be a hoarder. I'm not sure. Carol said her black one is dry. And you know what? That is so unfortunate, Carol, but HobbyX is calling your name. I'm sure they'll have black pens. The black pen's kind of the one I use the most, if I'm honest. And I've got a whole bunch. So we've got, this is actually this is the one that I could have used. I didn't have to use my dual-sided marker because I wasn't using both sides, but I just had to show you guys because I was so excited. But here's my 4.4. Here is, oh, this is infusible ink one, also infusible ink. And then I've got the glitter black one, and oh, this one's a marker. See, there, saving space. If it's all just one pen, you know, then you do save space. This one's cool. I also haven't actually used it too much, but it's a calligraphy pen. If you have used the calligraphy pen, let me know, because it seems really cool. Shanine is saying, who made the blade holder for the side of your Cricut machine? Very clever. Well, actually, it's very special. So we have a legacy in the Cricut community. Her name is Uli, and she gave that to me as a gift. It was really special. So Roseanne is looking for some friends. Anyone willing to get some watercolor markers at HobbyX and poodooing it to me? I think someone needs to make friends with Roseanne. What is your trade though, Roseanne? Do you have some good chocolates, or you know, something delicious? Because I'm sure somebody would be willing to trade for something delicious. Okay, perfection. We are good with that. Let's take that out. Oh. And we're going to go back to Design Space, and we are going to print this again, because I must have printed the wrong thing. Send to printer, and we're actually just going to use system dialog. I think I might have pressed my sub printer. Oh, it's not plugged in. Oh, I see now the problem. It's because I did not plug in my printer. See. Oh, and it's already printing. See, printers are so clever. Okay, and we're gonna choose flat cardboard for that one as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Here it comes. Okay, and we're going to, I'm gonna show you my Cricut now. I will say it is important when you are offloading, don't peel cardboard off. I'll just show you with the corner here. If I peel it, do you see how curly that is? And you don't want to give people curly cardboard. Not ideal. So it's important to peel the mat away. One of our super awesome Cricut people, her name is Zelda. I was with her once and she was hosting a class, and she said, rather have a messed up mat than a messed up project. And that has stuck with me forever and ever. Okay, now we're going to cut this, and I don't know if you guys can see. Don't know. I made my nails match this project. I was so excited about it. So you can see the things I do for my Cricut community. Okay, so we're gonna press play. Oh, this is so cute. Okay. Rulani is asking a question. I'm sure one of our admins will get back to you about the specific day for the she was curious for the secret sale. Oh, nice. I love the secret sale. Speaking of secret sale, if you have not bought from the secret sale website, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? Because the deals there are too good. They are too good. It's really worth going to check. From mats to consumables to vinyls. If you're a card girly, oh boy, you can get some really good prices on some cards. So go check that out. Even the machines that they sell are often on special. So www.secretsale.co.za. And if you're not sure, it's possibly on our Facebook group. But it's definitely well worth the checkout. A lot of people will be like, you know, is the secret sale even real? Valid concern. The prices are so good, you'd think it's not real. But, you know, keep in mind that there are some crazy people out there that take advantage of the people who want to have Cricuts. So it is good to be cautious, because there's some wild people out there who make crazy fake websites. So it is good to be cautious. But secret sale, I have personally ordered from it and cannot recommend it more. Now we're going to go and we're going to cut our vinyl. I've already cut a piece out. Okay, and we're going to pop it on our mat. Last year they did this whole what do you call it, recap thingy on on Design Space, and it told me like what I cut most, and I was very shocked to find out that I cut vinyl the most. But you know, I will say I do like a vinyl project. It's simple, you know, you can do a lot with vinyl, but my favorite, like I really, really like, what's this? Iron. I think iron is really cool. I love to weed it. It's a lot of fun. But I have a funny feeling that the end of this year, my recap, whatever you call it, is going to be print then cut. Because, I don't know, it's just become my favorite thing. I did a whole bunch of wedding stuff. I mean, my last class was the wedding stationery. I'm doing print then cut right now. And it's so fun. Chocolate wrappers. Don't get me started. Those are my favorite. I love print then cut. It is so fun, and yeah, maybe I'm also lazy to weed. Maybe that's a problem. But you know, it is what it is. We just gotta do the stuff that you love. And I think the more you use your Cricut, the more you find your niche. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Bookmark time. Let's make sure we put our mat cover back on. I think I'd say this in every class, like every time I put it back, but I'm so traumatized. From when I started my Cricut journey, I didn't put the plastic back on the mat. I was like, this is dumb. Why is there this stupid plastic here? And I threw it away. And then I have 4 dogs. And then there was hair all over the mats, and they didn't last very long. But anyway, let us focus on what we need to focus on. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so let us do this thing. Now, is this not the most satisfying thing? Weeding. Oh, gorgeous. I love it when it weeds well. Alright, and then we're going to take all these little dots off. I actually, funny enough, I normally do it the other way around with vinyl, because I find that it moves sometimes. I tend to do it from the outside to the inside, but I just got so excited to pull this vinyl off because I put a brand new blade. Oh, guys, I love a brand new blade. It's so good. Okay, now if you order stuff like acrylic blanks and whatever, do not put the vinyl on top of the plastic, because yeah, this is protective sleeve. So, and then don't be like, oh my gosh, what a cool blue bookmark. It's not blue. This is me talking from experience. It's not blue. Okay, cut some transfer tape. I actually was gonna make a bookmark, so it's in my bookmarks, actually, my bookmark projects, and it's a bookmark that says you paused here, like paw, and it's got dog. I'm a dog mom, and guys, is that just not so cute? So I was gonna make that, but I felt like I was going for a more cool aesthetic vibe for today's class. But on my agenda is a dog bookmark that says you paused here, because that is so cute. And then the extra large scraper. Love the extra large scraper. Don't get me wrong, that cute little purple one, very cute, very nice, very carry aroundable. But this is just, I love it. So I'm now using the scraper tool for the front, and then this is smart material, and I find smart material, it's got a bit of a tougher backing, so I tend to do the back as well, just a little bit extra stick. There we go. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, can you see that? Nice, lovely. Okay, oh gosh, I'm gonna stand up for this so I can make sure it's all like even and stuff. Okay. Okay. There we go. Just had to get serious about that. I had to stand up for it. Okay. And then, you know what's cool about transfer tape is you can use it again. Although I often put my transfer tape back on its little paper and then don't remember where I put it, so that might not be helpful for me. Okay, then we can take the backing off. There we go. So cute, so simple. I mean, if you want to be extra, you can always, you know, add some layers to it. That's what I did with this other daisy one. I'll show you guys now. But sometimes being simple is just, you know, the key to something beautiful. All right, so let's grab these little doohickeys. I actually got these. They came with the bookmarks, which was really cool. Oh, I've covered the hole. Oopsie. But it's fine. We're gonna make this work. Oh, there we go. Cool. Now we're gonna pop this onto our bookmark. I actually have a whole bunch of these like little tassels. I don't know if anybody else is like this. You go to a craft store and they sell, I don't know, something cute that you're like, I absolutely need these. And then one day you're cleaning out your craft room and you find a bunch of things that you absolutely needed that you have not used at all. Yeah, that is my life. Oh, doesn't want to come inside today. This was much easier when nobody was watching me. Now it's just pressure. This is not Cricut related. This is not a Cricut skill to put the tassel in. There we go. I just needed to freak out first. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Okay. Ta-da! So cute. So cute. Okay. And now we're going to put it in our holder. Oh, you know, it's so funny about weeding. You'll always find little weeded bits. Okay. There we go. Oh, do you know what? I love this pink on this pink. So cute, so gorgeous. Okay, and then a little pen. This pen is actually part of the things that I bought that I never really needed. I think I ordered online or whatever, and I ordered like a whole bunch of pens. Oh, I'm a teacher, so I ordered them for some kids at school. And then they're just sad. So anyway, how gorgeous is this? I'm not making a second bookmark. I'm just going to pop this bookmark into the brown one so you can see what it looks like. Because, I mean, the stuff that I covered in the bookmark wasn't overly complicated. And then the same principles apply. The only major difference I will say is this is textured vinyl. So there is strong grip, transfer tape, and standard grip. The textured vinyl needs strong grip. And then, yeah, because otherwise it won't lift nicely. Let's put this down. Okay, so we've got that one. And let's put a pen in this one. Just to finish the look. Ooh. Trying so delicate. Want to be super delicate. And then if you want, you can always find packaging, like clear plastic packages. I didn't necessarily do it, but you can go and you can find clear plastic packaging that is the exact same size as this, and then you can pop them into the clear plastic packaging. Then it just sort of gives it a real like nice professional touch. Especially if you're packaging it in, you know, something and then you want to ship it somewhere, it's always nice to do packaging. But yes, that is us done. And I must say I love it. So now in total we have 3 bookmarks. We have the chocolate paint one, we have pink daisies, and we have the white daisies. I have a personal favorite, and it is this one with the daisies. I think it's gorgeous and it's classic. But you know, everybody's different. Customers are all different. So I think everybody can decide in the poll. There's no poll. I will go on Facebook and I will make a poll, and you can decide which one you like. Whether it is this one, this one, this one. You guys can decide. And then I would love to see everybody else make a bookmark. And you know, you don't necessarily need a acrylic blank to do it. You can go on Design Space and you can find the most gorgeous, where is Design Space? Let me show you. The most gorgeous bookmarks that are made out of cardstock. I made a really nice one last year. Actually, Krabashni, one of our ambassadors, she's made some gorgeous bookmarks. So there are some really cool designs. There we go. There's one that says you paused here. It is so funny. I love it. But I love this honey one. But just to say, there are some gorgeous designs on Design Space, and if you're not a creative person, it's completely okay. You can actually just go to Design Space and find some phenomenal designs. Yeah, and you don't even have to be creative about it, which is so awesome. From acrylic bookmarks to magnet bookmarks to just cardboard bookmarks, you can come up with something really gorgeous and then put some packaging in to make it just a little bit more elevated. And I will say it's relatively simple and affordable. It's cardboard and a little bit of printing. So affordable packaging in different ways that you guys can now do at home. And I really challenge absolutely everybody in this live today, go and enter the business challenge, or small business challenge. You can make anything, whether it's cups for an order, bookmarks, some packaging, some really cute little cardstock boxes. I really hope to see some gorgeous stuff. And if you make any packaging that was maybe inspired by today's class, then please feel free to tag me. I would love to see it. I would love to comment on it and show it all the love that it deserves, because yeah, I love to see all the creativity and the awesome stuff that people make. Everybody, I want to say thank you so much for coming to this live today. I appreciate every single person. You are all amazing, and I'm so grateful to call each and every one of you my Cricut family. You are amazing. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Stay warm, and we'll see you next week Thursday for our